Am I good now? Am I good? We good? We should be good now, because OBS, for some reason, whenever my PC, like, turns off or updates, OBS always, like, takes my default up. But hi, Matthew. Hi, Jim. Thank you guys for letting me know you couldn't hear me. Unfortunately, I did the George R.R. Martin reaction to the blog the whole time, and I actually wasn't talking, apparently. I just realized that now. So, I'm gonna have to make that video probably tonight. But, hi, Aussie, how are you? And no worries about not catching the stream. You got to get some sleep. Do your thing. Oh, I get it. It's the mime game. Got to guess what he's saying. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Okay, but like I was saying, I wanted to do a tier list in this stream just to kind of switch it up from the normal brackets. And yeah, just keep things a little bit more refreshing. Now, I will say, okay, I was going to make this entire tier list my own, right? I was going to have every character for more of the books and stuff like that. But I didn't realize how time consuming that would be. Like, because you have to resize every single image to put it into the tier list and all that stuff. So I ended up just going with one that was like pre-made. So again, there's not going to be every book character in this, but we are still ranking these characters on like their books, not the show. There will be some like characters that are only from the show on here, but yeah, we're ranking them on the books, right? Also, I wanted to say, hopefully, I now have an animation for people that super chat or become a member on the channel, so hopefully those work at some point. Hopefully that'll get tested out at some point. But yeah. And then, was there something else I was going to say? I'm getting confused because I said a bunch of things before we figured out the mic was, muted. But yeah, also I'll be basically putting a poll into the YouTube chat, and then you guys can go ahead and tell me if they're S, A, B, C, or D, and all that. Hot pie for the win. I agree. Not sure. Hey, Grease, have you heard the latest Game of Thrones news as well as global news? What do you mean by Game of Thrones news? I was doing a George R.R. Martin video like about his blog because you guys wanted it, and I did like talk about that for quite a bit, but I ended up, I'm gonna have to re-record the video, but I know that the Jon Snow show is gonna happen, and that possibly some characters are gonna be in it, like Arya, possibly, or Maisie Williams, but yeah. Hold on. All right, lads, do you want to start this up, or do you guys want to wait a little bit? Because we're going to be starting off with a really good one. Like, Euron is a really good one to start out with because the show did him dirty. Like, the show did him really, really dirty. But yeah, let me know what the news is, Matthew. But let's go ahead and start out a poll. I'll also give you guys my opinion where I think he should be. Also, we're ranking these off of whatever you guys want. If you want to be like, are they a good villain? Are they, a bad person? Do you not like them? We're just going to do it off of whatever you guys want. I can only add 4 options, so I'm just going to do this. So tell me guys where you think Euron should go. Personally, I think Euron's a really intriguing villain, and I think he's a really cool character as well. So for me personally, I'd probably have him in A. But we're going to go off of what you guys say, so majority on those is usually going to take it. Yeah, that's what I meant. So I did read the blog, and I had recorded a video for it, and I'm just now realizing that I wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have been a thing because I wasn't talking, just like at the beginning of the stream, because I used the same scene. But yeah, I did see that, and I will have a video up on it, hopefully Friday. I'm going to have to record it, but yeah. It has to do with Rainies. Ooh, that'd be cool. I would appreciate that. Hi, Liam. How are you? I'm probably going to keep the poll up for a little while just to hopefully more people come in and we can vote. But yeah, that would be cool, though. What does the letter stand for? So basically, we're going to rank them on this tier list. So it'd be either S, which means they are a top goated character or you really like this character. A is like, they're not the top, but they're, you know, they're a pretty good character, like pretty beloved character or a pretty good character in general. B is kind of just your average. C is kind of like below average. They're not the worst. Like, they don't have the worst character or they're not the worst person here. But, yeah. And then D is just, they're bad. But it has nothing to do with Game of Thrones. Yes, this doesn't have, like, the letters have nothing to do with Game of Thrones. It's just where you're putting them. And then also, this is just mainly for A Song of Ice and Fire. This is not Game of Thrones. Don't take the TV show into this. Unless you want to. Unless you're someone that's only watched the TV show, then I guess you can do it that way. Oscar, I also think Littlefinger's an easy S tier. But, okay. We got a couple votes in here. It seems like it's majority A, so I think we're going to stick with A. All right. Let's move on to Rickon. I'm interested in what you guys think for Rickon, because Rickon's a character that's not very present in the story. So I'm not going to put S on this one, because I just don't think he would be an S. I don't think you guys are going to think he's an S either. Shoot. Let me give him my YouTube thing. Okay. D. Okay. So this is for Rickon. Where do you think Rickon is going to be within this tier list? My personal opinion, I would probably put Rickon in either B or C. I think he's just not very present in the story, and he's also really young, but he could have a pretty big impact later on in the story, so possibly like a B, I think maybe it would be where I'd be going, B or C, just because he's not a very present character within the story. So we're going to hover on B for now until you guys kind of do what you guys are going to do. But let me know how you guys been doing today. What have you guys been up to? I had a pretty long day. Did some summer class stuff, and then did a workout, which was pretty long because I did my Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are kind of my more high intensity like cardio days where it's like running and stuff, and yeah, I'm pretty wiped out from that. Also had leg day on top of running, so yeah. C, okay, you guys think are C? All right. I agree with you on that one, Slumpy. The news is they discovered a new dino species in Archaea that's like the T-Rex, and they named it after Meraxes. It's called, Meraxes. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully they don't bring it to life like Jurassic Park stuff, but that's actually really cool, actually. I love dinosaurs. I love, like, all that stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever played it, but Ark, I was trying to do a stream early on when I was just getting into A Song of Ice and Fire content, and I was still kind of, like, hovering into gaming as well. I was trying to play Ark, but with a Game of Thrones mod on it. But it just didn't really work that well. Okay, so you guys are saying C. There's actually a higher amount for D than B, which is interesting to me. So you guys are gonna go with C. I respect that. I think that's a good placing there for Rickon. Moving on, we have Asha. All right, this is an interesting one because when we did the bracket, Asha is a character that always did pretty well, and I think you guys like tend to like the Greyjoys a lot more than I do. So I'm interested to see. I'm not going to put D on this option one because I don't think a lot of people are going to put her in D, and I don't think she deserves to be in D. All right, so Asha is going in right now. See what you guys think for Asha. Let me know. Play Medieval Total War with the A Song of Ice and Fire mod. I have to get Medieval Total War. I don't actually have it, but also I'm sorry if there aren't characters on here that you guys wanted to see ranked. Because again, I had to use kind of a show tier list unless I wanted to make my own one, which was going to take forever, and I just didn't have time to do that. But by the way, hi Hugo. I have been seeing your comments, just haven't had time to respond. I know you're a very active commenter on the channel. Hi Young Wolf, how are you? Mushroom is just time traveling fetus Tyrion. Yeah, I could see it. That'd be funny. Okay, let's see what you guys got. I would put Asha personally. I would put her in A. I think she's another very strong Greyjoy character, and I think she's one of the better characters. Although she doesn't deserve to be in the D. Yeah. Can't wait for Crusader Kings 3 GOT mod. Yeah, should be pretty cool. So I don't remember which one it is. I remember my friend tried to actually get one. I don't know if it was for Crusader Kings like 2 or if it was for Medieval Total War. I'm not sure. He couldn't get one of them to work. I know that, but I have not actually played Crusader Kings. I haven't played any of those games. Crusader Kings or Medieval or anything is. what is S? So S is like your top tier, like best characters in the book series, the ones you like the best. And again, these are very much up to you guys, right? So this can be if you think they're the best character, if the uh they have a good story, if you just personally love them, it can be whatever you want. What about a Song of Ice and Fire theory bracket? Let me screenshot that. Definitely could do that for next bracket. I just wanted to switch it up. I didn't want to do another bracket in a row. I kind of wanted to switch it a little. Hi, Tolkus, by the way. How are you? All right, let's look at the poll. How are we doing here? Ooh, it's pretty close. So right now we have a tie for S and or A and B. Sorry, not S. It's actually really split. You guys are really split on this one. There's a lot of votes for C, which is surprising to me. I did not think you guys were gonna say C for the most part. I didn't really like the Crusader Kings mod. Time passes too fast, so all the named characters die very quickly. Makes sense. All right, well, this is going to be an interesting one. I might have to just chalk this one up and do another poll doing A or B, because you guys are very split on this one. All right, let's redo this poll, but we're going to do with only A and B options. So we're going to, I know a lot of you did actually vote for C, but A and B were the top ones. So we're going to go ahead and decide between A and B, which ones you guys want to be in there. Again, for me, personally, I would go A in this scenario, but a lot of you have her in B or C, so I think B might be where we end up ranking her, but we'll see. But yeah, getting back to it, that'd be a good theory, or not theory, good stream to do probably next week. Also, I keep saying I'm going to do these streams on Monday, and I always have this stuff going on Mondays. Wednesdays, I just seem like are better for me, but... Okay, so we're going to go with Asha in B. About 71% of you guys said that. Or let's go with that. So Asha is now in B. I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, fair enough. She's not a mainly present character, right? She's kind of only seen as a POV really later on in the books. So I definitely can see why you guys would have her in B. Ollie. Very much, I would say an amplified show character. So I don't know. What do you guys think on that? What do you guys? Let's just put Ollie in here. I don't even know. Is it Ollie is with a Y? I'm assuming. He's not S. Let's be honest. He's not. Like we're not putting S as an option here. C. D. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Your take on Missandei being a faceless man. Gonna be honest, I don't know why I mean, I could see it maybe like she's trying to gather information on the dragons or something, but like I don't know why she would be one. Young Wolf, what's the what's your thoughts on why she could be one? Hi, did you read the first Law trilogy? I have not. I will look into it though. I felt that Crusader Kings is all about fighting rebellions after rebellions. Your vassals refusing your orders. You have to arrest them. I found nothing else to do in the game. Fair enough. I have never played it, so I'm just going off of what you guys say. Ollie gets the finger up the bum. Yeah. After this past year, I'm feeling confident that the book is in sight. So I think personally the book will get done. I think the best time we'll get it is probably the end of 2023. I'd say... Optimistically, I'd say 2024 is where I would be expecting it. But hopefully, my goal with Winds of Winter is that, or for George R. R. Martin, is that he has kind of figured out how to get all these characters from here to there and being able to make Dream of Spring a lot quicker because of everything that he's kind of laid out with his struggles with Winds of Winter. So yeah, Ollie is going in D. That's where I would have put Ollie as well. Pretty meh character. Have you read Memory, Sorrow, Thorn? No, I have not, Liam. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I haven't read many books outside of like kind of, I don't know. Like I've read like the Lord of the Rings series. I've read The Hobbit. I've read the Silmarillion a little bit. I haven't read all of it. I tried to read it when I was a lot younger. I've read the Percy Jackson series, and then the other one that they made with like the Roman versions of the Greek gods. I read that series. I read some of the like Egyptian series, like in that like I forget who the author is of the Percy Jackson series is, but like he did like an Egyptian series that was kind of similar. I'm not a okay, so this is what I think is interesting. I'm not a big reader unless it's something I really enjoy. So like I've also read a lot of history books and stuff like that, but yeah, I won't say I'm the most well versed when it comes to books. But okay, Benjen, S, A, B, or C. What do you guys think? Again, another character that's not very prominent in the story. He's seen in book 1 and then kind of disappears. I don't think he's cold hands for a lot of reasons, mainly because we're kind of told that cold hands is kind of like older, and Benjen isn't really. He hasn't like been cold hands for a while, if he was. So the real question is, will the series be finished with the Dream of Spring? I don't know, Matthew, and to me that really banks on does George R. R. Martin have a Dream of Spring more planned out when he gets done with Winds? Because if he's not, then I think we're not going to get it. But if he does kind of figure out and iron out a lot of how he's going to finish the story in Winds of Winter, and set a lot of that stuff up, I think maybe. And if he can kind of condense the story in Winds and make it really good, I think that'll make sense. How do you feel about the Percy Jackson live action that's going to come out? So personally, I'm happy that they're doing something on the Percy Jackson series again, because it was such a missed opportunity with the movies. Those are two of the worst movies ever made. Like, there are Tolkien's 2 Percy Jackson movies made, and they were terrible. Like, the author himself has said that they were terrible, but they didn't really follow the book canon at all. I'm hoping that is it gonna be a show? I'm assuming live. Assuming it's gonna be a Percy Jackson show. Hopefully, it kind of sticks to the canon a little bit. How do you think? Do you think Benjen is Mance? Personally, no. I just don't think Benjen being Mance. There's a lot of people that think, or not a lot of people, but there's a lot of different people that could possibly be Mance. Like, people have said it could be like Rhaegar or someone like that. I just think Mance is Mance. I don't think he's Benjen. I don't see. My thing is, Jon knows who Benjen is. So how would Jon not know that Mance is Benjen? Like, is he wearing like a mirror? I'm confused on how that one would work, but I guess I don't know. Have you read Finger in the Bum? Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell me. Percy Jackson movies are S tier. The movies were F tier or lower. I completely agree. The movies were just really dumbed down. Okay, what do you guys got in the poll here? You guys have got Benjen in B tier with 56%. That's about where I would put him. He's kind of like Rickon, but I think Benjen is more intriguing on his backstory and other things going on because he's just not very present in the story. But the author picked out the kids for the casting of the TV show. Apparently, that's really good then, because I know he didn't have a lot of say in the way the movie was because he gave them a lot of feedback and they basically just spit it out in front of him. Do you think Benjen is alive, and will he come back into the story somehow? I think he's alive. Now, because I think it'd be really anticlimactic to have Benjen kind of be gone for this long. We never see a trace of his body. We don't see anything like that. I think he is alive to some capacity or another. There's a glamour glamours are less effective if the person knows them. Yeah, so that's my thing, is that Jon knows who Benjen is. So, and it's something that Jon was very close to Benjen, or kind of made it to believe that way. So I feel like that just wouldn't go well. But yeah. So I talked about it in a video I did today, or I recorded today. I'm gonna have to re-record it. Is that I think because of how long the books have taken to finish, there's been a lot of theories that are just propped up just because we're overthinking it. I think Mance is one of them. I think Mance is just Mance. Yeah, I don't see any world where Benjen just disappears off the face of the earth. We get no resolution on him. I think he has to come back in some regard or another. And we'll probably see it through Bran, because Bran is the one north of the wall. I'm not sure why a lot of the other characters would go north of the wall, but yeah. All right, Grey Worm. Let's put Grey Worm. I don't think Grey Worm is an S tier character, so I'm just gonna. The only time I'm gonna put S in the polls is if I think they're a really good character. I think Grey Worm, especially in the books, Grey Worm has a lot less of a role as in the show. I think the show went a lot higher on his role as a character. I think in the books he's a lot brought down a bit more. So let me know what you guys think on Grey Worm. He is the next one on the board. Another character that's up is going to be Ramsay, who is definitely a lot more limited character in the books than the show. But that's because we didn't see a lot of Theon's torturing and stuff like that. Personally, if I was going to rank Grey Worm, I would probably go C. I don't think he's that interesting of a character or anything. But we'll see what you guys think here. I think this is a tough one. I think you could go C or B with Grey Worm. I don't think he's D. But I think C or B definitely would be in the realm of possibility for me. Also, I don't know whose video. I want to say this. I don't know whose video I saw today. It's someone I watch like a decent amount. I just forget their name. Came out with a video today, and they're like reacting to like the episodes being ranked by like like I guess random publishing companies. Dude, some people I swear they don't like actually watch Game of Thrones. They just kind of look at the like spectacle of them. They don't care about story. Hi, Anime Evie. And yeah, I also really like Grey Worm in the show as well, but in the books, he's just such a limited character. He doesn't really have... He feels like kind of a one-note character for me. Fair enough, Tolkis. Fair enough. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. C's got 47%, so very much a toss-up between 47 and 32%. All right. So we're going to go with C in this one. All right, so Grey Worm going to be in C. And then, let's see. Oscar, did you see the new Better Call Saul? I have actually seen up to, I think, the 5th season. I haven't seen the last season of Better Call Saul. But Better Call Saul is fantastic. It's really good. I don't know if I'd say it's better than Breaking Bad, but it's definitely really good, and it's a very good series. I think the problem with Better Call Saul is Better Call Saul takes a little bit longer to get going than Breaking Bad, and that's just because Breaking Bad has such an interesting concept of a teacher becoming this big like dealer, and like Breaking Bad, like compared to Jimmy or Better Call Saul, where it's like a kind of a crooked lawyer, kind of teetering. Why no F tier? I don't know. I just didn't feel like having one. I thought D was fine. I find the God of the Unsullied interesting. Fair enough. I personally I don't know. I think the Unsullied are like whatever. Like they're okay, but it's as high quality as Breaking Bad, but the story isn't just getting both phenomenally. I agree 100% with what you just said there, Oscar. All right. Moving on. Ramsay. Let's see what you guys got for Ramsay. I am going to add the S tier here because Ramsay is not a likable character in the show, but he is a fantastic, or not show, book. In the book, he, again, has a limited role, but he's still a fantastic character in my opinion, but he is, you don't like him. So I'm interested to see what you guys rank this one, because you can kind of rank this from a lot of different ways. Hey, don't spit on Walter with his tidy whities, yeah. Did you see the new Entertainment Weekly article and pictures of House of the Dragon? I have not. So, Glossy, for me, I'm someone that is really excited for House of the Dragon, but at the same time, I don't want to have a lot of knowledge of where the show's going or even the pictures going into it. I want to be genuinely going into it with a fresh mind, which is something I usually don't do. Like for Marvel movies or the Lord of the Rings show, I've kind of looked at a lot of the things going into it. House of the Dragon is one I'm really excited for, and I don't want to look into it, which is a reason I don't make a lot of those kind of videos. I kind of want to go fresh into it. Now I know what's going to happen, what has to happen, but things I want to see where are they going to end the show, without kind of, or not the show, maybe season 1, without kind of having that knowledge, right? And I don't know. Maybe that's just kind of dumb, but that's just my thing, I have no problems with anybody that does do that, because I do that for pretty much everything else. I'm just really excited for House of the Dragon. But yeah. Okay, so you guys have Ramsey and A. I agree with that. 100%. Apparently, there's something on this site that my antivirus keeps, like, blocking, so I guess that's good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. There's a video idea. Characters that you liked in the show better than in the books. Okay. I will say, right off the bat, a definite one I would say is Catelyn. I liked Catelyn a lot better than the book version of her. It's going to be so much flashbacks. See, that's my thing, Liam. Okay, we might have a problem here, because where is this coming from? My like antivirus keeps popping up with something. I'm trying to figure out where that's coming from, but yeah. The entertaining weekly video was meh. Not what you like to see, Wiley. Not what you like to see. So what I was saying is that with the flashbacks, I was kind of hoping, and this is why I think that they could possibly have started this show a lot earlier than where I think they're going to, because you can really start the House of the Dragon show at kind of Viserys being elected as the rightful heir against like Rhaenys, right? Because I think that's a big like foreshadowing as to what's going to happen with the Dance of the Dragons, which I don't think they're going to do, which is sad because I definitely think that's something they could have done. Catelyn for sure, and Cersei as well. I agreed. I really hope that's not true, Wiley, but I'll take your word for it. It's not what you like to see. Theme suggestion: characters that were whitewashed in the show versus characters that were darkwashed compared to the book. Ooh, I'll screenshot it. I won't spoil it for you, but they made an interesting change to two characters' relationships. Okay, all right. I heard for House of the Dragon that's going to start with a reign of Jaehaerys first. That's where I think they should start it. So hopefully that's where they actually start the show. That's where they should, in my opinion. Because I think it does a really good job of building it. Because if you're trying to do and mirror the first season of Game of Thrones, I think you start at the Council. Yeah, the Council of 101. Yeah, agreed. That's exactly where I think they should start it. You start it there, and then you kind of continue off of that. And then you can have the council, and then you can skip to where Viserys kind of has like his first wife, and then all that, and having Rhaenyra, and then kind of having where they were showing like everybody kind of swearing to Rhaenyra, and you can have kind of her early life a little, and like that's what I think is like you have a lot of stuff that you can do with that show. If you've watched Westworld, what's your opinion on it? I have not watched it. I've heard it's really good though. Let me know. What are your guys' opinions on it? I've always maybe like wanted to get into it, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna say this is Marwin the Mage. This isn't really the character it was in the show, really, but this is gonna be Marwin for me. I guess we are not using this site again for tier list because antivirus is not liking this website at all. But Marwin, so let's go. Oh my god, it's really going ham right now. I hope you guys can't hear that every time it pops up, but like it's popping up a lot. B and then C. Okay. So this is for Marwin. Let's see, here we go. Which is your favorite POV? I think my favorite POV would probably be, it's between Davos or Catelyn. Now, the reason I like Catelyn as a POV is because a lot of the interesting stuff that I like are involved with Catelyn's chapters, like the War of the Five Kings and all that stuff. Also, hi, Casper, how are you? And then Davos I like because he's our look into the Stannis camp and all that, so yeah. Team Blacks or Team Greens? Team Blacks all the way, Glossy. Well, let me know. What team are you? I am a huge Rhaenyra fan. I love Rhaenyra's character. I think she is like one of the best characters in Targaryen like history and lore in Fire and Blood. I wonder if they will go past the dance with Aegon II. They should. They should. Because, again, this is spoilers for House of the Dragon if you've never like heard anything about it or whatever. But what's interesting, why I love the Dance of the Dragons, is on the face value of it, the Greens win, but it kind of flips. after Aegon the Second like dies, because Aegon the Third ends up taking, and that's Rhaenyra's like son. So the bloodline actually kind of goes to the Rhaenyra line. But yeah, Matthew Jaime is pretty good as well. I like season 1 of Westworld, but couldn't really get into it in season 2. You hate to see that. Agreed. Also love Tyrion and Clash. Yeah, Tyrion's really good as well. There's a lot of great POVs. Ned's a good POV in book 1. Team Blacks for the win. You love to see that, Glossy. You love to see that. Love that. We love to see that Team Black support. Okay, so you guys are a little... This is interesting. This is the most S voting we've had, which is 21%, but it's still going to go in B with 47%. That's also where I would put Marwin as well. Okay, so moving on, we have Missandei. Now, Missandei is another interesting one, because another character that... Hopefully, I don't know if I'm spelling her name right. I'm really bad with spelling people's names. She's a character that I think has much more of a minimalized, or can I not speak? I can't say that word right. I'm trying to even say it right now, and I'm struggling. Okay, this antivirus stuff is driving me nuts, but I might take my headset off so I don't have to hear the thing constantly. So this is gonna be for Missandei. Where do you guys think? If I was gonna rank her, I'd probably go C, right next to Grey Worm, but we'll see what you guys think. Team, hold on. There's a lengthy post on Westeros org titled Missandei is a faceless man or woman. I'm gonna have to look at that, because that's a wild one, dude. I've never heard anything like that. Team Black, love my Dragon Queens, Visenya, Rhaenyra, and Daenerys. Love to see that. All of those are great characters, especially Visenya. That's another good one. Arya and A Storm of Swords. Yeah, that's a good one. If you haven't watched HBO's Rome, I highly recommend it. It reminds me a lot of GOT. I think I've watched a little bit of it, but I'm gonna be honest, because guys, you're saying where's S? I didn't think you guys would even want her in S, so I can only put 4 options. So my when I do that, my thought process is she more likely to be an S or D? And like, I just think like maybe you guys like her a lot more, which it seems like you guys do, but I personally am not very high on Missandei. I think she's another character in the show that got a lot more screen time because she was older in the show. The book, she's not as influential. She still is kind of an important character, but I've watched Tudors a bit as well. Tudors was pretty good. But yeah, I also watched a video today that was like the top 3 like strongest Targaryens, and it was a video, and it was like the 3 were, I think, the Three-Eyed Crow. It was like, so it was Brynden Rivers basically. It was, I think, Visenya, and it was also Daenerys. Now, I completely disagree with that list. Okay, I think Three-Eyed Crow is fine, right? But I think Daemon, like, the dude was literally like taking over shit. Like, he literally kills Vhagar. Well, like, what? I don't know. To me, like, and then Jaehaerys, who was literally like the best ruler in the Targaryens. It's hard to like do a top 3 because like Visenya, right? I think she's badass, right? I think she's right up there with Aegon the Conqueror. But when you make a video and it's like Aegon the Conqueror is not on your top 3 for Targaryens, I don't know if I agree. Don't know if I agree. Don't know. Like, that's a tough one. All right. You guys put Missandei in B. Okay. That's all right. I'd probably say C for me, right next to Grey Worm, but you watched that as well, Glossy? Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that video, personally. Like, it's hard because when you're trying to quantify 3, there's so many characters that I think you can put in that it's like, I think you might, at that point, you might as well just do like a top 5. I think that makes it easier. But, because then Daenerys, I'm like, is Daenerys really that powerful? Like, you know, like, she is powerful, like she has dragons and all, but like there's so many Targaryens that like conquered Westeros or like are a really skilled fighter or this or that. It's like that's a tough one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think on that. Who would your guys' like top 3 to like 5 Targaryens be? And that like in the most powerful range and all that stuff. Missandei is usually because of her knowledge of history, languages, customs, but not integral yet. Yeah, I agree, Tolgas. I just don't think she's like an integral character. I guess we're also gonna do animals in this one, so Ghost is gonna be the first one on here. What do you guys think about Ghost? I think Ghost could be an S. Could be an S. Ghost is a good doggo. There is your vote on Ghost. Grey Worm not as politically important as Missandei, so above C. All right, I can see it. I can see it. But yeah, let me know. Because I've been reading Fire and Blood, and I don't know, dude. There's just a ton of Targaryens that are just really, really powerful and like are really like dominant. Like even Maegor the Cruel, it's like he was a bad king. Well, okay, he wasn't a good king, but he was like he did some things where it was like it was good, like disarming the like faith and all that was good. But like he was an awesome fighter. Like, you know, he was like he had an awesome fighter. He was on Balerion. Like he was badass, but it's just tough. Like it's like because then you have Jaehaerys, who Jaehaerys is like the best. I would say he's the best king in like United Westerosi history, in my opinion. I think he was probably the best. But yeah, Alysanne, Maegor, Aegon the First off the top of my head. I'm curious. Why do you say Alysanne, Liam? I'm curious. I mean, she was a really good like ruler, right up there with Jaehaerys, because you know they ruled alongside of each other. But I'm interested on that one. Yo, whoever actually did vote Ghost into C, you're a mad lad. You are a mad lad. It is kind of tight between S and A, but I think S is going to be the one that ends up making it to the top. So Ghost is now an S. All right, we have now Maester Aemon. She was loved. That is correct. That's true. She had a lot of influence because of kind of how well she was as a political figure, like as well as like being a woman in that time period. So that definitely was something that helped her because she had a good relationship with the people, which is something a lot of rulers struggled with. I mean, if you look at after Aegon the First, like, let's think about it. Aenys was not loved. He was far from loved. Maegor kind of started being loved because he was like the opposite of Aenys, but then he was hated. Jaehaerys comes in, and the Jaehaerys, I would say for the most part, people liked him, along with Alysanne. They were kind of like the power couple. Daeron the First, Daemon Targaryen, King of the Steps. Yeah, those are some good ones there, Matthew. I agree with those. But yeah. Ooh, you guys are having Aemon and an S right now. Okay. I think for me he'd be A, but we have 55% of you guys thinking S, 18 on A, and 27 on B. If you had to choose 3 characters to be in your army, which ones would be? I'm gonna take this question as, if I have them in my army, can one of them be like the person like that's basically building my military strategy? Because I would want, because it depends, right? Because like if it's not and it's just 3 people kind of leading parts of your army, like whether that be the vanguard or whatever, then it would be kind of vastly different on my answer. And if we go off the main the main book series, that'd be tough, because I would say like I'd probably want Stannis or Randall Tarly as kind of like my leader of the army, of like making my battle strategy. So that would be one. So one of them would be Stannis or Randall Tarly. I'd be okay with either. And then I would probably have I guess if I'm picking them in their prime, I would probably have Barristan in there. And then I'm going off of, by the way, main story characters, so I'm not going to pick like Arthur Dane. Maybe the Blackfish? So I'd have my guy that's really good at, like, as well as battle strategy with Stannis, would also be the character that can make sure, you know, our movements are not, you know, told to anyone, and be really good at, like, scouting and stuff like that, while I also have a pretty good, or actually one of the best, if not the best, sword fighter Barristan leading kind of my army. I'd have Stannis as my main general. I think that's a recipe for success. So I think I'd probably say those three. And then you guys have Aemon in S. That was a great question, by the way. Great question. Maegor loved to build, though. That is true. He did love to build. He also liked to kill people after they built it. But yeah. Have you seen an American Thinks Grand Theory video? I have not. What is their grand theory like on? Like, what is it on? Like, just how Winds of Winter is going to be, or what? Aemon is the only person to have a dragon dream since pre-Dune. That is true. The bloody wall melt before an Umber marches behind Glover. I will lead the banner. I take my men and march them home. Yep. Stannis the Manus. Yep, that's the man. Stannis the Manus. Lady Mormont. Should I just say, like, should we just say a different Mormont? Because, like, Lyanna Mormont really is not, like, a character in the books, really. Like, she's there, but she's not really there. Like, you know, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we just rank Lyanna Mormont, or should we do one of the other Mormonts? Maybe we can do, like, Daisy Mormont. We could do Mage Mormont. If you haven't answered this before, who would you choose for your Kingsguard? AKA just people who know how to fight, LMAO. So, if we're going off of the main story, that would be tough. The main story, I'd probably be... That's rough, because it's like, I want to choose Jaime, but at the same time, Jaime might kill me. The She-Bear instead? Okay, we'll do the She-Bear, alright. She-Bear, we'll do S, A, B, C. By the way, thank God my antivirus thing stopped going off, because... Ugh. Let's see, let me think. So, it's definitely going to be Barristan. Barristan's my number one. I think Barristan's he's just the best. So, Barristan would be one. In his prime, I think the Great John Umber would have been a good one in my Kingsguard. I'll put Jaime in there before he lost his hand. Let's see, that'd be 3. If I can just choose anyone, like, they don't even have to have been in the Kingsguard before, I'd probably put Oberyn in there. Now, I'm not going to put the Mountain in there, because I think the Mountain, like, he's a great fighter, but I don't know if I would want to be associated with him in my Kingsguard. Strong Bellis. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's throw him in. So we got, what, 5 now? Well, okay, Hugo, let's just go off of Mage. Let's go off Mage Mormont. I would go for, let's go the Hound as well. That's a good one. So the Hound. We need one more. I'm tempted to name Loras or, not Loras. Not Loras. I'm thinking about doing Loras's brother, though. That might be a good one. Hold on, let me think. Oh, and Brienne. How did I forget Brienne? That's a great call, Young Wolf. That's a great one. We'll go with Brienne too. So that'll be my 7. Drogo. I don't know how my court would receive of a Dothraki being in the Kingsguard. Well, I guess they wouldn't be too happy with a woman in there either, which is, you know, whatever, but okay, so you guys are thinking B. All right. I could see it. Let's go. We'll go B. I think it's solid. Jaqen. That'd be a good one. All right, Cersei. What do you guys think for Cersei? Now, remember, this is book Cersei. This is not show Cersei. So, S-A-B-C. Okay, again, this can be anything on the idea of, do you think she's a good character? Do you not like her? Do you like her? Whatever. It can be whatever you guys want on this one. One of the worst book to show adaptations, Lord Manderly. Exactly, dude. Lord Manderly in the books is such a, like, big presence, and, like, you have this really built-up image of him, and then you see him on the show, and you're like, this is not the guy that's too fat to sit a horse. Like, this ain't it. It's like, that's not that guy. Imagining the Mountain and the Viper having to work together. Yikes. Yikes. Bro, I would just hire 7 faceless men. Well, you see, Young Wolf, if you hired 7 faceless men, your problem would be you would just cripple the crown. You'd have no money. How are you going to pay for 7 faceless men, Young Wolf? Barristan, Jaime, Sandor, Victarion's a good shout. Blackfish, Jon, Shagga, My Kingsguard. All right. 1 from the 7 King. All right. I like it. I like it. Cersei S tier for being entertaining in her POV chapters. I agree. Oberyn would join the Kingsguard just to kill the Mountain. That's true, he would. Who would you name Lord Commander of the Gold Cloaks right now in the story? See, so you have the... I'd probably do Adam Marwin. I would just send him back. I would send him back, name him Gold Cloak, Commander of the Gold Cloaks. It's someone that Jaime would trust, so it's someone that, like, is trustful of the Lannisters. We know he's a pretty solid commander, at the very least, for the Lannisters right now. And then also you avoid the issue of having a Tyrell person over the Gold Cloaks. So I think, personally, that makes a lot of sense for the Lannisters, in my opinion. All right, so you guys are saying Cersei in S. That is also where I would put Cersei. She's just one of the goated characters of the story. I think that makes the most sense. Next character we're going to have is Gior Mormont. I really hate that Gior and then Jorah are so, like, similar name-wise. Like, I really hate that. Like, George, can we make their names a little different? They're so close. Hold on. This is still book versions of characters, right? Because it looks like the Sand Snakes and Edmure are coming up. Yes, this is the book version. We are not doing the show version, because if this is the show version, the Sand Snakes would be D, and Edmure would probably be like C or D as well. The same way Cersei avoids to do stupid stuff by hopefully having a smart uncle. You know what? Fair enough. You believe in the Red Wedding 2.0. I do believe in the Red Wedding 2.0. Yes, I do. I was going to make a Red Wedding video this week, but I had a lot of different ideas that I had to do for this week. I also forgot to do the Joffrey video, because I've been doing the series where it's like how each person in the War of the Five Kings king-wise could have won, and I kind of forgot to do Joffrey, so I'm going to have to hurry up and do that and probably upload it Saturday. But, yeah. Having a Littlefinger also helps in finances. Young Wolf, he just puts you in more debt. I don't know if that helps you in the long term. And then he's going to plot to probably kill you, so I don't know if that helps you either. Gior. What are you guys thinking for Gior? I'd probably put him in solid A. I think he's a solid A or B. High B, I'd say lower side of A. And that's where you guys are kind of leaning towards. All right. I'm going to try to speed this up a little, because we're not too far in this, and we've been streaming for 45 minutes. So, this might be a long one, okay? This might be a longer one. Chat, can you get back up there? Thank you. I'm never forgiving... Yeah. I've talked about this, so I think when I get done with the show with my friend, he was like the person, like, if you go back in game, like the very early videos when we were doing gameplay, he was the one in those. I think he's gonna make a video talking about his favorite episodes from the show as a show-only person, and he's someone that I've tried to explain, like, Dorne was so much cooler in the books and stuff, but imagine one of the Faceless Men killed one of the kings and took his place. Just takes his face and is just like, all right, I'm king now. What's up, guys? I'm king. All right, sand snakes. How are you guys feeling about the sand snakes in the books? I think in the books they're pretty solid. I don't know. If you were Robert right after winning the rebellion, who would you choose for your small council? Okay, so let's see. Robert keeps Varys, and then also Littlefinger gets brought on as Master of Coin. So Master of Coin, I think I would have instantly just made Tywin Master of Coin. It just seems like a smart move at that point. You're already having like Cersei marry into the crown. I feel like it just makes sense to tie them into the crown more, making him Master of Coin. Jon Arryn for Hand of the King makes perfect sense. Master of Ships, I would have made Stannis, which is again what ends up like happening later on anyway. Master of Laws, that's a tough one because you don't want to make, because Randall Tarly to me is a really good one for that, but you don't want to make, I don't think you want to make him. Well, actually, you know what? I made a video talking about, I think it came out today. That Stannis, marrying Selyse doesn't make a lot of sense, but he did that as an insult to kind of the Tyrells. So maybe I do make Randall Tarly the Master of Laws, just because it insults them still, gets the same effect Robert wanted. I know Robert and Randall would have had a very interesting relationship because Randall actually, beats Robert. But I think that's a good one. The Lord Commander, I think Barristan makes sense. Master of Whispers, do I keep Varys on? Now, that's an interesting one because we don't know a lot of what happens with Robert's Rebellion. And I am someone that kind of theorizes that Varys was actually giving some information to Robert just to curry some favor. So maybe I keep Varys' Master of Whispers for now. And then I think that rounds it out, right? Did I miss any roles? Let me know. Do you think Jon Arryn is dumb? To an extent, I think he wasn't the smartest character, but I think politically he was very smart. Like Cersei and Robert Baratheon match was a very smart match at the time. Like, because how is Jon Arryn going to know that Cersei is not the best person, first of all, and two, that Robert Baratheon is going to basically abuse her and mistreat her. Like, I think that was a good match. He settled things with Dorne somehow. We're still not sure how that happened, but again, he goes down there and there was a peace. There's a lot of theories about that. But I don't think he was dumb. I just don't think he was the smartest either. I think he was like middle of the road. Do you believe the sailor's wife and Tysha could be the same? I do. I really like that theory. I think it's a good theory, and I do think they could be the same. I just rewatched season 2 and 3, and it was hard to watch Stannis and Rob's turning point of their downfall during season 2. Agreed. It's something that, like, I love those seasons, but it's hard to watch when you know what's coming, especially the Red Wedding. All right, I need to speed up. I gotta stop talking. The Sand Snakes you guys have in B, I completely agree with your ranking of the Sand Snakes. I think they're kind of middle of the pack right now. We haven't seen enough of them yet, and I think they're gonna have a bigger role in Winds of Winter. Now, Edmure, okay? Don't you guys be doing Edmure dirty, okay? The show did him dirty. I swear, if you guys do him dirty, I will be mad, okay? For me, would put Edmure in B. I think he's fine. I think you could make an argument for A. I don't know how much for an argument, but I think B is fine for Edmure. I don't think he should be any lower than B. But we'll see what you guys think. Also, there's a couple characters I'm just going to throw into D real quick as I'm, like, looking through this. Because it's just like, what? Okay, that character doesn't matter. Like, there's certain characters on here where, like, they're not even characters really in the books. I'm just looking through them, some of these. Damn, even Old Nan's on here. This woman's not in it, really. Any other characters on here that's not really in the books? Hold on, chat. I'm looking through this real quick. This woman's not really. For now, I'm okay with that. All right, what are you guys saying in chat here? Do you subscribe to the Elias Sand Phagon theory? Not particularly, but is Loras fine? Nah, I think Loras is fucked. I think he's actually dead. The hero of the Fords. That's true. That's the hero of the Fords. Don't disrespect my man. I did laugh and said, no, not sure. Okay, I'm going to give you an exact reaction. Okay, this is going to be a live reaction to when that scene happened. Okay, so Edmure stands up, he does his thing, and Sansa goes, please sit, or whatever. This is my actual reaction. My reaction was, what the fuck are we talking about here, bro? Out of all these characters, like, bro, why is Edmure being told to sit down? Sansa, bitch, you've done nothing for like 4 seasons, okay? Like, you sit down. Stop talking. Who made you in charge? Like, that was my reaction, more or less. Because I'm just like, I think I might split this into a 2-parter, Jim. I think at about 9 o'clock, I'm going to split this into a 2-part stream. But that was my reaction to, like, that. Like, dude, Sansa in the show, okay? She goes from character that isn't that smart, really, to just mastermind, all because she gets the veil involved. And she even fucked that. She very easily could have gotten Jon killed. If Jon didn't have plot armor, he would have died. Because Sansa's stupid. And then all of a sudden, the next season rolls around, and Arya's like, yeah, Sansa. Like, by the end of the season, like, Sansa's, yeah, she's all, it's like, Sansa did not outsmart. She did not outsmart anyone. Brienne whispered in her ear off screen that, yeah, Littlefinger did all this stuff. And then, boom, Littlefinger just goes out like a little bitch. And then in season 8, it's just like, Sansa is God. Don't touch Sansa. She's smarter than everyone. She's out here saying Tyrion's dumb. Like, yeah, Tyrion was dumb later seasons. But Sansa, what have you done? You've done nothing. I don't know. No. But yeah. Do you think Tyrion or Darkstar is a secret Targaryen? I think Tyrion possibly, but I do think it kind of takes away with his relationship to Tywin, and that's why I don't love that theory, but I think it's definitely possible. Yeah, I got mad at the Edmure disrespect. Agreed. I was not a fan. He was fan service for seasons 5 to 7. Agreed. Where are the gingers of the show? That's true. Wait, hold on. Don't they have? Yeah, they have this guy in here. They have that guy. He doesn't deserve to be in here. Okay, Ed Sheeran, you sit down there and D. I agree with you on that one, Billy Bob. Whole agreed. That was so dumb. It was dumb. Okay, I gotta stop talking, dude. I like this might be a 3-part stream because like I just talked too much. Like I get too in depth when you guys bring up like season 8 or like later shit. I just go off. So you guys have Edmure in B. It was close though. It was close. I respect it. You know what? Out of respect, put Edmure top of B. Out of respect. Jojen. What do you guys think about Jojen? Jojen, in my opinion, is paced right now, okay? Bran ate Jojen, okay? Let's just be honest. Be honest with your selves, guys. You know, as well as I know, Jojen got eaten, okay? He was eaten. All right, Jojen, that poll. I'm actually not sure where I'd put Jojen. I'd probably put him B, maybe. D&D turned Ed into a clown when he's just as much a badass as anyone. Agreed. What do you think about Tyrion being a time-traveling son of Dany and Drogo? Liam, where did you even get that theory? Was that one of Preston Jacobs' ones? I know he gets real creative with them. I respect it because he's a creative man, but... What do you mean Tyrion is a time traveler, son of Dany and Drogo? What? That's an odd. Give me some evidence. I need to understand where that one came from. I need to know like what propelled that idea. I do think Edmure will survive, but maybe not if Stoneheart tries to kill Rosalind Frey. I don't think she's going to try to kill Rosalind Frey. I don't think so. But she does say she wants everyone that was involved, and Rosalind was technically involved. She knew what was going to happen. She didn't say anything, so possible, but I do think Edmure and Rosalind are, for the most part, safe. The Tyrion Targaryen theory certainly changes how he relates to Tyrion, but not necessarily in a bad way. It gives Tywin a redeeming side on top of other things. That is true. Liam is just putting names into a generator. I love it. Bro. What? I don't even understand, bro. I don't understand where that even came from. What are your favorite last words in A Song of Ice and Fire? So they're not Rob's last words, but I would say Jaime Lannister sends his regards. It's not really like last words as in Rob's, but it's the last words he hears, and I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so Jojen, you guys got in B. I think that's respectable. I think that's probably where he should be. Let me think if there's any other ones I really like. Let's go with his. We're gonna go with his sister. I'll be honest. If it was me, I would place Mira right next to Jojen, but we'll see what you guys think. Mira, what do you guys think? A, B. Okay. Just finger into bump count? Maybe. Maybe. Let's think of some last words here. I'm kind of curious. What are let's look up Renly's last words. As he's getting stabbed, I'm just curious. What is Renly's last words? I'm not. They're not like giving me like a. Hold on. Let's go off the show. What's his last words on the show? Together we can end this war in a fortnight. That's some good. That's some good final words. I'll go with that. That's funny. But don't. God, Jojen might be howling. All right, bye, Jim. Have a good one. Have a good time at work. In the end, Tywin Lannister did not shit gold. That's a good one. That's a great one. I'm pretty sure it's just cold. I don't know. In the book, I don't remember in the books what he says, but yeah, if it's just cold, then it's like, man, that's not as cool. Hodor. Go on. Do your duty. No, fuck you, Matthew. No. No. Get that out of here. Stannis dying in the show is stupid as shit. That was stupid. Quentin's got some good last words. That's a good one, yeah. Laird's Club put words about his foot. Yeah. All right. God, dude. I get so distracted talking to you guys about this stuff. Mira in B, okay. So we already had her. This is Drogon, right? Because they have another picture down here. Is this Drogon or Rhaegal? Promise me, Ned. That's a good one. It's not confirmed in the books yet, but I don't know. Okay. Or is it? Promise it. Dude, the show and books got me so confused. Okay. Is this right here? Is this Drogon or Rhaegal? That is, yeah, that's a good point, Joey. Guys, is this Drogon or Rhaegal? I don't even know. I can't remember what the dragons look like in the later seasons. In the face, anyway. I just know they're both like darker colors. I'm thinking this is Drogon, right? Let's just say this is. Oh, it's Rhaegal. Of course, it's Rhaegal. As soon as I say it's, of course, it's Drogon. Liam's like, no, Rhaegal. Stupid character. I'm joking. Euron is on the list. I did see him down the list a bit. All right, Rhaegal. I think I spelled that wrong. What do you guys think about Rhaegal? What do you guys think? What do you think? Do you guys think this one? Okay. What do you guys think? Euron's on the list, Billy Bob. I'm just saying, he's on there. Hold on, let me find him. He's down the list. Where's he at? I saw him earlier. I can't believe I love how Sir Pounce is on this list, by the way. Where is Euron? I literally saw him on the list. He's right here. He's right here. He's by Gendry. He's by Gendry right there. I voted C. Voted S. Ooh, Billy Bob gave Rhaegal the C. Yikes. One of the dragons is about to get put in B, probably. You hate to see that. Rhaegal going into B. Imagine being a dragon, something people haven't seen in hundreds of years or whatever, and you get put in B. Ooh. Not what you like to see. Hate to see that. All right. Rhaegal is going in B. You hate to see that. Barristan Selmy. Okay. Barristan the Bold. Where do you guys have Barristan? A character that, for once, gets very much shafted by the show. I don't know what drugs they were on when they were like, hey, let's make Barristan die. That sounds so awesome, guys. It'll just shock the audience so much, you know? Still painful. I mean, it just, oh, God. The show. Just disgust. Actual disgust. I don't eat them with onions. Barristan easy S tier. I agree with that. 100%. I think this is an S. I'm still sad about how he did Jorah dirty. Hey. Just saying, Jorah in the books was a pretty weird dude, okay? You guys are saying S, so we're just going to go with it. S. By the way, anyone rewatching this stream after it's become a video, we're going to be probably doing a part 2 of this, so if you guys disagree with the ratings, you better get in here. You can't complain if you're watching this after, because you weren't here to vote. So, just saying. So, Barristan is going to be an S. Barristan the most badass show. Yeah. Why is the mountain on here twice? Hold on. Why is he on here twice? I get it, he's zombified, but it's still the same character. I get it in the books, like, it's not confirmed or whatever, but it's the mountain. Like, come on. No. Billy Bob, Barristan is not dying. Sorry. It is very likely he dies, but I still holding hope that he is not going to. So, the mountain. This is definitely a character where I'm not going to even give him the S option because I don't think he deserves it. But he's a badass character, but like it's not really a character almost. He's kind of like he's just a big brute. Like he doesn't really have a character, like in my opinion. Like, you know, he's just violent. But we'll see. The Mountain versus Robert Strong. LOL. Yeah. I'm not sure why he's on here twice. It doesn't really make sense to me. Especially in the show, because in the show it's confirmed they're the same character. Also, this dude's not in the books, so we're just going to put him in there. What do you guys think? What do you guys think here for the Mountain? Yeah, we never know his motivations. Just like smash babies' heads in. Yeah, he just does a lot of like messed up stuff, and you're just sitting here like, why though? Like, why? Like, what's your motivations? What makes you tick? Do you just like blood? Like, what's going on? You are no son of mine. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a great quote. You guys are very split on this one. Majority is going A, but there's like a lot of you guys are like, nah. All right. I guess we'll have to put him in it. You guys really think the Mountain over characters like Edmure, Asha? Really? You guys really think A? You guys really think A? I don't know. I highly disagree with you guys on this one. All right. I can't disagree with the masses. The masses went A. I'm just saying, the same people that voted A for the Mountain there are the same people that let Sansa win the bracket. I once brought Jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel. Can't believe that was never paid off. I'm just saying. Like, what? Okay. Danny. Oh, okay. All right. We got Danny. Oh, I almost spelled Danny wrong. Danny. S-A-B or C. What are your guys' opinions on Danny? Glossy wants a revote. No. I agree with you guys. L take. I think that was an L take. Fave Kingdom? My Fave Kingdom's probably... I'd probably say the North, probably. The North of the Riverlands. I think both are pretty cool. The Mountain is a mystery now, which makes them more interesting. I don't know, man. Yeah, I know, Zen. I wanted to do like my own list, but it would have taken so long, and I just I didn't have the time to do that. But yeah, no, Glossy, I agree. You guys are saying mostly S for Danny, a little bit of A, a little bit of B. I definitely probably put her A or S. I think I'm pretty okay with either. I can see the argument for both, personally. There's an illustration of almost everyone from the book you could have used. Can you do with it? Are you well? Okay, but like in a tier maker, like I have to resize every single image that I put into it. Like, have you like on the tier maker? Because like I didn't see one personally. Like I was looking through them, and I didn't see one that like had a lot. And even if it was like, yeah, I don't know. Like personally, like I could see why you put her in A because she's not exactly the most plot relevant for the story. And then 2, like she is a mixed bag character where I think she has her really good chapters and then her really bad and slow chapters. So she's a very much a mixed bag, but she's also one of the like main characters in the story. We know she's going to be hugely impactful in the last 2 books. So again, I'm really okay with either S or A. I don't think she should be below A. Like people are voting for her in B. I don't know. I got kind of a I don't know how I feel about that, but I think S or A. And you guys are saying S. Okay. I'm cool with that. I think we put her in S. I think out of all these characters, I think I don't know how I'd even rearrange those. I think Ghost is still 1, but not gonna lie, I hit A for the Mountain. I meant to hit B. He's a memorable villain. It's slightly more interesting than y'all are giving him credit for. I don't know, dog, man. Like, he's cool because he's like a brute and all that, but like, he's not that interesting. Like, he just like, you know, should do a house sigil voting bracket at some point. Some of the sigils are underrated on like the Harlows. Yeah, that's true. Where's Vargo Hote? I guess he didn't make the cut. I don't actually see him in here. I don't know. Dany neither works out. She's a great character. I agree. I think she's good in S or A. All right, moving on. We have Tyrion. All right, we have 2 bangers in a row. Do I need to make a poll for this? I don't think I need to make a poll for this. If he's not an S, then I think this is just an L take. But I'll make the poll either way, I guess. There you guys go. There's the poll. If he's not an S, I mean, probably L take. I'm just saying. I like the vulture carrying the baby sigil. That's a good one. Agreed. I think he's also like memorable because he is like this big, gigantic character that's really not really comparable. And, you know, I think he is an interesting character. Like him being in the Vanguard with like Tywin and like the fake battle that happens in book 1 with Tyrion. It's not a fake battle, it happens, but it's not like all of Robb's army. Seeing like the mountain kind of take control and just mowing people down is pretty cool. We have to wait so long for Sansa. Yeah, Sansa's going to be definitely stream 2, I think. Stream 2. This might be a 3-stream one. I don't know, man. I've been getting off topic a lot. We haven't even really brushed through most of these characters. You guys have S 95%. One of y'all said A for Tyrion. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tend to think the Mountain is great character who signifies the brutality and the cruelty of House Lannister because, or behind all the gold, it's a sense of fear that carries for affected. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Is this character's name Morg? I always read this character's name. Morg? Is that it? Or, I forget what it is. What's this character's name, guys? I see the wolves as a character. I like it. Yeah, that's kind of just how the poll went. Or not the poll, the tier like list was already made. I probably wouldn't have put them in there, but you know. I think the Cleganes have giant's blood. That's true. They probably do. I mean, it's like it's just not natural for them to be as big as they are. Gaylor. Mord. That's it. Mord. What do you guys think for Mord? I mean, I have no idea why someone took the time to put him in this tier list, but Mord. Okay, cool. Also, the Mountain is always taking milk of the poppy for his insane headaches, always wondering what that was from. That could explain his blind rage and violence. That's true, it could. Yo. I instantly saw the A vote. Bro, what? There's no way. No way. Stop that. I will veto it right away if you guys put A in for Mord. A cup of wine to honor the one true God. That's a good one by Crescent. Maybe Brienne's giant blood too. Very possible. Rereading the books right now up to Clash of Kings, and oh my god, seeing Jordan reaction or recent posts like all stars aligning. I'm excited. That's true. Again, I don't know. The reason I didn't make a video on it right away is because again, I thought it was all kind of knowledge. I kind of like expected already. Like him saying the ending of the two, like the book and the show are gonna be different. Like kind of obvious, just because there's a lot more things going on in the book that it can't really end the same. But yeah, George definitely had a better attitude towards it, so that's good. Voted B because he has gold teeth in book 3. Fair. Duncan, yeah. I don't know, man. Let's just see. You guys really think C? Okay. I do not think Wins is coming out, Leonardo, because it's one thing for him to say the book like is done, but you also have to do the editing process, them advertising for it, then putting it out. I think it's more likely that it's going to be put out in the end of like 2024, or not 2024, end of 2023, for being positive. Have a good one, Casper. Thank you for stopping in. I agree with you on that one, Billy. All right, Sansa. I'm interested to see this one because she won the first character bracket. So I'm interested to see where you guys put her in this tier list. I am not the biggest fan of... Okay, I can't type a C. There we go. I'm the biggest fan of Sansa, but we'll see. Am I the only one that does not like the love interest in the Hedge Knight short story? I don't know. I haven't read it, so I wouldn't know. I think Wins is coming in 2023 too. Yeah, I think it's definitely 2023 at the earliest. I think the earliest 2023. S, I don't care. Okay. It's pretty close between S and A. There's a couple votes for C as well. Lads, I'm going to go get a water real quick, so you guys discuss why Sansa should be in what thing and all that. All right, I'll be back. We've got the Aquafina water as always. And it seems like you guys are saying Sansa in A. I support that, honestly. I think that's a good one. I think it's probably where I'd put her as well. Also, I'm just going to say it. We have Sansa in the Mountain in the same tier. Think about how crazy that is. Like, you know, like, okay. Voted C because she hasn't done shit in the books right now. Might change for Wins. I can agree with you on that, Billy Bob. I think for me, I'd probably go A or B in that range. Like if there was a B plus, I'd go B plus. How's everyone doing, Matthew? I'm doing pretty good. I know you're asking the chat as well, but I'm doing good. What is playing right now? Lads, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's something like a video playing right now. And I'm like, what? It stopped? I don't know what the hell that was, but it freaked me out. It was some like little girl like voice, like advertisement. And I'm just like, what's going on? Oscar, I 100% agree. I think more should have been D. But who's better looking, Sansa or Dany Show? I will go Emilia Clarke every time. Emilia Clarke, 100%. I think Emilia Clarke also is just more likable. I think like Emilia Clarke in like real life, like is someone that it would be like cool to like just chill with, you know? Like Sansa, like Sophie Turner kind of seems like I don't know. She kind of seems stuck up, but I don't know. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna put Carl. Just Carl. I'm just gonna put Carl. All right, here we go. Carl. There you go. There's Carl. Voted for Sansa to be an S just to not put her with the Mountain. That's fair. I think the Mountain needs to go down. I think we're gonna have a revote like at the end of this stream because that does not look right. The Mountain next to Euron, Sansa, and Ramsay does not look right. That's just. I forgot about the Ed Sheeran Lannister soldier until I looked at this list. Yeah, outrageous. In book, Dany and Jorah don't look good. Yeah. Hey, what do you mean by Dany and Jorah? Dany is always described as being good, like looking good. But Jorah, not so much. Jorah's no. Who the fuck is Carl? Hey, it's Carl Tanner, man. The one that Sean, yeah. I'll be honest, dude. We're just ranking Carl just to rank Carl. Like, he's such a, like, I don't even know why I put S. Okay, if the people that voted C, would you rather have him in D? Carl fucking Tanner, okay? I think Carl Tanner, he's going in C. I think he's going in C. I think we're gonna end it there. I think there's a realm where maybe he should have gone in D, but I don't know. I don't know. I think with how we've been ranking, C is, you know, it's just what has to happen now. Okay, moving on to Barrack. What do you guys think about Barrack? Storm Lord himself. What do you guys think? A, B, C. I was a fucking legend on Jin Alley. That guy's got some memes, bro. He's got some memes. Not S's base? Oh, you're drunk. You're drunk. Throw him in D with more. Maybe. Solid A tier? No, the A tier is just fucked. The Mountain should not be in an A tier. I'm just going to say it. He shouldn't be in there. Fave Barrack death? I like when he was hanged. That was a pretty good one. This is kind of another one that I much prefer the show version. Agreed. He's so much like, I don't know. He's a weird one. The Lightning Lord. That's it. Why did I call him the Storm Lord? The Lightning Lord. Stupid. What is the audio playing right now? What is playing right now? Yo, dude. This tier list maker site, I know everybody uses this, but bro, if you don't have ad block, God, dude. There's just random stuff like I don't even see an ad on the screen, and there's just some woman talking in my ear, and I'm like, all right. Barrack very nearly is gonna get an A. Very close between A and B. I respect your guys' choice in A. I think he's either low A or top of B. People here are so out of their minds that Pycelle will be an S. That's correct. He should be an S. You know what, Hugo? He should be an S. He's so less important in the show. Yeah, agreed. Thank you for the support, Devon, for love your vids. Yeah. Thank you, as always. Appreciate it. Happy you can make a stream. Weird to think about that Barrack is like 22 in the books. Yeah, it's crazy. Because like Jane Poole had a crush on him and stuff in the books. It's insane how much more important Barrack is in the show. I'd still say he's actually very important in the books. We just don't see him at all. This is Shaggy Dog, I believe. I'm assuming this is Shaggy Dog. I don't know who else this could be. Not Summer. Not Greywind, because this doesn't look anything like Greywind. Not Nymeria. I'm just going to assume this is Shaggy Dog. For me, I'd probably put Shaggy Dog in B, but we'll see what you guys think. What do you guys think for this? I think this is the second direwolf going on here. All right, Shaggy Dog. What a name. What a name. What a name that Rickon came up with. Shaggy Dog. So we're going to go S. That is my ranking. I'm going to see what you guys say on that. Okay. I like book and show Pycelle, so I would put him in S tier. Fair. Barrack is important in the show. He's just doing pastime filler job. Agreed. I think there's a lot of filler going on with Barrack in the show. He just has a lot more screen presence, I guess. Yeah, that's a good quote about Pycelle, or Pycelle saying about Joffrey. That's a great one. He has so many more followers in the book. Agreed. Shaggy Dog is food on Skagos. Maybe. Shaggy Dog is S because of his eyes. He just have really cool eyes. What do you think about Kevin the First? Are you referring to Kevin Lannister, or who are you referring to here, my guy? If you're referring to Kevin Lannister, I actually really like Kevin Lannister a lot. Like, if I was ranking it, I'd probably put Kevin in A. I wouldn't put him in S because he's not a major character or anything like that, but I'd put him in A. I agree with you, Devin, on that one. Is Osha alive in the books? Technically, we don't know. She could be, she could not be. We don't technically know at this point. Okay, well then Kevin Lannister, I'd put him in A. I think he's a really underrated character. I really like his character and his dynamic, kind of with Tywin and how he's like that right-hand man, basically. Pycelle is very creepy, but he's also pretty memeable. I agree with you. Okay, Magnus, I agree with your exact sentiment there with Pycelle. Y'all did agree with me, and you put Shaggy Dog in B. I respect it. Randall Tarly. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one because we don't see a ton of Randall Tarly, but I think Randall Tarly, he's that guy. Okay, he's that guy. I would say top 3 military commander right now. He's a pretty good guy. Not a good dad, but pretty good general and stuff. This is book, Mikey, but there's also some things in the show, like Carl fucking Tanner, you know, like, it's one of those things where I have to use the show pictures, so therefore there's going to be characters that are mainly just show that are in this, but yeah. Is Pycelle a pervert in the books or just the show? I can't remember. I don't think he is. I think he's still hinted at as being a pervert in the books, but in the show they kind of went way over the top on it. He is a dad that takes Little League way too seriously. Agreed. Pretty dumb for not taking a knee, though. That's true. Carl Tanner from Jit Alley. What do you guys think for Randall? You guys are very split on this one. Very split. I am really surprised. You guys are willing to put Randall Tarly in B, but you're willing to put the Mountain in A. Take a drink of water. And Devin comments, there'll be a hunt, and you'll fall somewhere in those woods. Your mother will cry. Bro. S tier because what a great douche. Also, show Tarly looks nothing like my book Tarly. Agreed. Chop his man off. Feed it to the goats. There's no goats, half man. We will make do. The favorite Pycelle scene. That's a great scene. You guys really about to put Randall in B. Bruh. Juan, I definitely think is a very high possibility. Yes, I think so. I think we could see something similar to where Randall goes to Aegon, just based upon the Lannisters being fucking idiots. Really? You guys put Randall Tarly in B Now I know. It's not all of you put the mountain in A. Found her channel a couple weeks ago and love yourself. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate it. Always appreciate the kind words. Thank you. I will say, guys, apologies for the last 2 weeks of videos. This week included, not like this week and last week's. They're more podcasty style. I didn't put a lot of images into them. Been kind of busy with some stuff outside of YouTube, but yeah. Where the Florence? This is based off the show, so there's only probably going to be one Florent on this video or thing, and it's going to be Selyse. Just because it's the show images, and there really weren't many Florents that were prominent in the show. Their ears are too large for this poll. That's also true. Hey, don't group me with they mountain stands are cringe. That's true. So far, S is satisfactory. Yeah, I think S is good. Okay. Where do you guys got Ed? One of the Night's Watch lads. Where do you got him? I think they'll turn on the Tyrell where the Tyrells will swap sides for the last time. Agreed. I completely agree with you on Billy Bob. I think all Pyso was missing was a big pointy hat. Agreed. Dude, okay, Selyse, or Cersei, I don't know how you say her name. I'm going to say Selyse. If she is not in D, the list is chalked. She is shocked. Like, just throw the list away. If she is not in D, we're done. We're done. The YouTube channel is getting canceled. We're done. Because we don't deserve it. If we don't put her in D, we don't deserve it. Where's your boy, Dickon? I think he's on here. Hold on. He's right here. See, Dickon's right there. Y'all just gotta wait a little, dude. You gotta wait a little. Okay? You can't have Dickon right away. Okay, you gotta wait a little bit. I do some foreplay, build it up a little bit, and then you can have some Dickon. Oh boy. Ed is us. S tier or y'all hit the rocks on the fall. Y'all are very much saying S tier, which I didn't expect it, but it's a welcome surprise. I could see that, Zen. Selyse is a cow. Thoughts on the Starks collapsing their crypts, or wait. Thoughts on the Starks collapsing their crypts so the Targaryens couldn't find out their seen traitors, wargs, and try to kill them all for the threat. Liam, you just come out with these theories, and I'm just like, you've been watching too much Preston Jacobs, but that one I at least will say is possible. I could definitely see that one. Wish Totter was in the show, best nightman. Yeah, it's kind of a sin that he wasn't in the show, but you know. Where the man Woody. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna put Ed and S, my guy. What is this pick of Davos? Okay, Liam Cunningham. What is this pick? Of every pick you could have possibly done of Davos, what the hell? What is this? They look like they got some like college kid to like take this picture of them. Like what? Okay. What is that? All right, what are your guys' thoughts on Davos? A cow with a mustache. That 1C voting will be 1C voter will be waiting. Is Donnell Noy in the house? I don't think so. But no, that's unfortunate because he's a great character as well. He'd be definitely a contender for S. Hugo, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Ed should be an S either. I'm gonna be honest. I think he probably should be more like A or B, but the people have spoken. I'm a simp for book show Davos, no shame. Who's judging? Who's judging? Not me. I ain't judging you for that. Davos is a respectable man, okay? He might not have finger bones, but he can work those other fingers. That's all I'll say. What are you guys thinking? A resounding S. Davos is your favorite neighbor who always waves. That's true. I agree on Davos' sigil. All right, Davos into S. Even though that picture is garbage. This dude, like, can we just put this guy in D? Like, can we just put him in? We're not doing a poll for this one. He's just going in D. Like, ain't nobody give a shit about this character. Like, he's going in D. So we have Lady, who was killed very quickly. Has a pretty lackluster name, even though it's fitting. But I don't know. I mean, if Shaggy Dog's B, is Lady gonna be in B too? I don't know. Dallas is your favorite neighbor who smash but never dashes. Oh my god. Best Ed? Edison? Eddard? Or Ed Sheeran? Definitely Eddard, but yeah. I'll choose a stick of butter for mine because onions inspire me. Fair. C for me. I can kind of agree with that one. I think Lady should be in C. Just based upon your guys' rankings of the other like direwolves, I think she's got to be C. It seems like 2 or 3 of you guys put Lady in an S. Huh? Why? I need your reasoning for why Lady's an S. You're tripping right now. Also, you guys got to see me fresh shaven. Not the vibe. I look best like 3 days into shaving, or not shaving. But it's just like, dude, this bothers me. My skin, like, having facial hair just bothers me so much. All right, we're ending it. It is very close, but Lady is going to be in B with Shaggy Dog. It was pretty close, but, yeah. I don't know if I agree with this one because I think Shaggy Dog is miles cooler than Lady, but Mace and Edmure got shat on in the show. That's true. At least Mace was a good meme. Okay, Balon. Now, I get it. Balon was kind of integral to the story. But, dude. This dude, man. He's not a cool villain or anti-hero. He's just an idiot. Like, he's just an idiot. If you know my personal opinion, right there. But, oh, shit. Hold on. We're redoing this. End poll. We're redoing that. We're redoing that because I didn't have D on there. We're going to redo this because, in my opinion, this is just a shitter. This character's a shitter. Let's see what you guys think, though. We're going to redo this. We're redoing this poll. L take. Oh, wait, which one did we just do last? Yeah. I think Lady should not be in B. Agreed. Have you read the Elaine Winds of Winter chapter with Sansa now seducing Harry? I have. It's been a while since I've actually read it, but yes, I have. Best dad of all the Greyjoys? More like the only dad of the Greyjoys. Balon is pretty great in the show because of the actor, but not the books. I agree. Balon D tier. Just put him in there. Okay? He's bad. We don't like him. Y'all are split on C. One of y'all said Balon and A. I'm going to need you to put down the alcohol, the weed. I don't know what's going on. But you are messed up. If you think Balon is A, you're gone. I'm joking, but, well, I'm kind of joking. I'm not really. Let me know, why you, whoever has Balon and A, you're memeing, right? Like, tell me you're memeing. Because there's no way. By the way, this is definitely looking like a part 3 stream. This looks like it's going to be a 3 stream. Okay, we have a tie for C and D. So I'm going to make the executive decision that he's in D because he's a garbage character. Where do I think Garyon Lannister is? Let's be honest. He's probably dead. But I think there's a possibility that what's the official term? Like it's like the dude that's like the dude in Valyria. I kind of subscribe to that theory. I'm not gonna lie. I forget what the actual term is referred to as, but I think that could be possible. We don't do that to people. That's true. It needs more. I also agree with you on that, Billy Bob. Let's go with Lord Royce. What you guys got for Lord Royce? What do we got here? Where do you think he is, Liam? What do you think? Where are you thinking? Shrouded Lord. Thank you, Young Wolf. That is the title we were looking for. I think Garon is aboard Silence with Euron. Oh, I've never heard that. That's a cool one. I could see that. That'd be really cool, though, if Euron shows up and Tyrion looks over and he's like, hold on a damn minute. That's my uncle. What's up? That'd be awesome. Solid B, C. I would probably put Lord Royce in, like, D. I mean, he's not really that huge of a character in the books. Mainly because we don't see much of the Vale, but I think he has a bigger role in the next book. But as of right now, You have a compelling argument there, Hugo, but here's how I'm going to fix your argument. Mord's getting moved out. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what you guys think. Mord is going down to D. I'm making an executive call, and he's going down to D. All right, Lord Royce, you guys think is B. Fair. What do you guys think about Brienne? S A B. All right. Talking about Lannisters, you believe Tyrion meeting with Tysha? I could see it. I don't think it's likely though. I could see it just because. By the way, bye, Mikey. Thank you for joining the stream and participating, and for the kind words earlier. I appreciate it, and hope you have a good one. Hope you sleep well. Yeah, that is the reason why I think Tyrion could find Tysha is because of a lot of his main arc and theme has been finding Tysha. I don't know if George is just using that as kind of a mental thing where Tyrion can't let go of the past and that revelation's kind of destroyed him, or if it's more like he actually is going to get a resolution to that with a physical version of seeing Tysha. If it wasn't for Mord, Tyrion would be dead, kinda. True, but like, is Mord really a character? Like, he's just, I don't know. He's whatever. If it's not S, you're wrong. Well, I'll be honest. I think I'd probably put Brienne in A. I agree with you guys on the people putting Brienne in A. It's probably where I'd put her. Like, literally, as Magnus says, she's a really cool character, and I really like her as a character, but she's just not as interesting as a lot of the other characters. Very possible, Billy Bob. Very possible. Definitely could be where that's going. Shay is cringy. I agree. Shay is hella cringy in this show, in my opinion. Like, sometimes it's just like hard to watch. Like, can we just get on with it? But you guys voted Brienne into A. We got Ned. Big boy Ned. Okay? The guy who started it all off. What do you guys think? I think this is a fairly obvious one again, but I'll let you guys cast your votes. Maybe we'll have some disagreements. I think we are going to. By the way, you know how you see how it says it shows Tristan or Tristane Martell? That's going to be Quentin. In our eyes, that's going to be Quentin. Solid A for me. Billy Bob. Billy Bob. You're putting Sean B in A? What are we doing, lads? What are we doing? 50. Y'all are struggling on putting Ned in S? Huh? Y'all got the mountain in A. How you gonna tell me that Ned is A? What? What? Y'all are scaring me a little bit. It's only 60-40 right now. Devon. What? No. 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 Y'all are throwing. Y'all are throwing. He is S. This is an undoubtable S. Y'all are willing to put Aemon in S, but not Ned? Huh? What? Questionable. Now he is right now. It's gonna be S, but there's like a third of you that are thinking, no. Billy Bob, Ned, and the Mountain cannot be on the same tier. Just no. Like just no. Renly's cool. Yes, I agree, Devon. I agree. Yeah, Magnus, I know, but like the amount of extra work that would have gone into that. Because like, not only do I have to find an image, a good image of every single character, I then have to take their original size, put it into a resizer like image editor, and then put it into this. Like, all of that extra work, it ain't worth it. How about A Song of Ice and Fire Smash or Pass? Okay, Young Wolf, but we start getting into some sketchy territory. Because a lot of the characters you're going to talk about, they underage. Like, you know, like, if you're like, oh, Daenerys, it's like Daenerys in the show, Emilia Clarke, yeah, she's in her 30s, so it's okay. But Daenerys in the books, not okay. So I agree with you on that, Liam. Gildas did a God Smash Pass, so now it's time for the other. But no, we can't. A Song of Ice and Fire, there's not a lot of like women characters that are like, yeah, like, you know. They put Ed and S, but that's what I'm saying, Hugo. That's what I'm saying. Some of y'all have lost their minds. Okay, but Magnus, GRM, like George, he be writing some things in those books. Okay, I'm just saying. I was reading book 1 when I was in high school. Dany chapters were a bit rough to get through because I was trying to read them at school. Okay, so take that as you will. Okay, Ned is going to S. About 37% of you were just lost. You were lost on the homework assignment. Okay? Dude, Glossy, you're perfect right now, bro. You don't got to worry about a lot of underage dudes, okay? Because there are a decent amount, but like, you have at least, you know. Okay, so next one, Lewin. I think Lewin's pretty shady. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've talked to you, and this is something Order the Green Hand does a great video on. Is the whole like Jon like conspiracy of getting him to go to the wall. Lewin does some shady shit. Okay, so I'm curious to see where you guys got him. Knit those old boots. Oh no. George is just kind of creepy about that stuff, but fans aren't ready for that conversation. I'm ready for it. He's creepy, and some things are just creepy. Okay, like Liam, you read those in middle school. Someone should have stopped you. Okay, someone should have taken those books away. Said you're not ready. With that being said, though, I started watching Game of Thrones in like 7th grade. Now, granted, my dad made me look away during like the the scenes, but like still, I was seeing dudes getting beheaded, all sorts of shit. S tier because I don't agree with most of everything from Order of the Green Hand. Fair enough. I mean, I think Order of the Green Hand has a lot of weird ideas, but my thing is, like, I'm never going to say I dislike a channel because of their video ideas. Like, especially, like, with A Song of Ice and Fire, because being creative, it's cool. I like that. It's just I'm not going to relate with a lot of the theories because I don't believe in them, but I think they do some good content and stuff like that. He serves House Stark and he helps preserve it. It sucks for Jon bit, but that's how it was. It's true. I live in Canada. We don't care. Fair enough, Liam. Fair enough. I don't think he's evil, right? But he's someone that when I look at the Maester conspiracy, it definitely adds up a little bit, you know, because he's definitely playing a role and other than just guiding people along. Like, he actively helps, in my opinion, Catelyn, like, make Ned send Jon to the wall, basically. Or let him, I guess. You guys have Lewin in B. I 100% support that. I think Lewin in B is a fine spot. And yeah. All right, the next character, this will be the last character of the stream. We are going to do Quentyn. This is not Trystane. We are not doing Trystane because I don't care. We're going to make it interesting. We're going to make this Quentyn. So again, guys, you are voting on Quentyn. Do not look at the image. We're just going to make this Quentyn. Because Quentyn is more interesting to rank than this dude. Yeah, okay, like, my thing is, Magnus, I think you don't have to buy into, like, I have a Grand Maester conspiracy video, but you don't have to believe all of it, but I think you have to at least look at it and say, there is some kind of suspicious things going on with them, you know? Like, when you're an entire class of where you are the reading class, like, there's not a lot of people in that world that are educated on being able to read and stuff like that, like Davos. You have to think, like, there's some people, not every Maester is going to be a good dude. You know? B tier, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. You guys thinking B, okay. It's Quentyn time. It's almost like he's smiling, yes. Trystane doesn't even show up. Agreed. We're doing this off of Quentyn because, like, we just don't care. Some of y'all said S tier for Quentyn. All right, I like to see that. C for some. All right, we'll let Quentyn be in B tier, and that is going to be all we do for today. As you see, we probably got another 2 streams worth on this tier list, so this is probably going to be, we're probably going to be doing this stream in next week as well. Maybe I'll take a break before we do the last one, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do 2 streams next week and finish this off next week. But yeah, thank you guys all for that participated in the stream, and everybody, as always, for the support. And I will see you guys next week. Don't worry, Liari, I'm struggling with your name. Jamie is on this, I'm pretty sure. In this. Hold on, let me look if Jamie's on here real quick. Yeah, no, that's Kevin. Yeah, Jamie will be on here. He will probably be done in the next stream. We're going to do this in parts just because this is totally taking a long time. We've already been at this for about 2 hours or so. But next stream, we will get through some of these other characters and all of that. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll probably